guys, your fidget spinners in classroom. This is an opinion paper. It means that you're going to tell Miss Henderson one way or another why you think fidget spinners should be in the classroom, okay? So when we look at this, it says your task. Up at the top, it says your teacher is deciding whether fidgets and fidget spinners should be allowed in the classroom. After reading the articles, bringing in your own opinions, you will need to complete the following. You're going to explain what you think about fidgets in the classroom. Okay, and then you're going to answer those questions. We're going to then read the articles and then write an essay over it, okay? So on this next page over here, you have your opinion. You're going to answer the question. Are fidget spinners helpful? And then you're going to say why or why not. So are fidget spinners helpful? If you say yes, then you can't just write yes. You're going to have to say why you think they are, okay? The next one are fidget spinners distracting? Again, you can't just write yes or no. You have to write why you feel that way. Do you have a fidget spinner? Why? Do you think fidget spinners should be used during class? Why? And the last question on this page is, do you think fidget spinners should only be used during playtime? And again, you have to answer why. So no, just yes and no. All right, on this, I'm gonna read this very quickly to you, okay? And then that way you can follow along and go back and use this video if you need to hear it again, okay? It says voice number 1, Dwayne Andrews, student at Fork Road Elementary. I have a lot of fidget spinners. Not only do I think they are fun, but also think they keep me focused. I use to fidget a lot and need to stand up and move around, but the fidget helps me stay focused and on track. It does not distract me from what I'm supposed to be doing. My teacher tells me that we can have them out in front of us as long as they are not a distraction to those around us. Our teacher also has a policy for fidget spinners in our classroom. If they become a toy, she immediately takes them away from us and we don't get them back until our parents come to get them. If the fidget is taken away, we can no longer bring one in for the rest of the year. I love my fidget spinner because it helps me in school. Voice number 2. This is Cynthia Anderson, student at Gray Intermediate School. Recently, fidget spinners have become a very big distraction in my classroom. Students should be using them to help them keep them focused. They were supposed to be like a stress ball. But now that fidgets are so popular, they have become a distraction to me and some of my friends. The fidgets don't make loud noises, but the sounds of the spinner on the desk or in someone's hand is completely distracting to me, to the point that I can't concentrate on a task that I'm supposed to be working on. In my classroom, I have seen the fidget spinners become a toy. Many of the students who bring them to school are trading the spinners and using them to battle, which is not the point. This is supposed to keep students focused, not get them off task. I absolutely believe that teachers should take spinners away if they become a distraction to other people. We're not allowed to bring toys to school and we should not be allowed to bring spinners. If you need something to help you move around and to the fidget with, I think you can use a stress ball. And then the last one, it says, what's the point? An article about spinners. You may have heard about the new craze to hit schools across the United States, fidget spinners. These small plastic or metal three-sided objects are said to help students with attention issues or those who just need to fidget. Parents, teachers, and students are told by spinner companies that these are perfect for the classroom and help students stay focused on their studies. But recently, many teachers and even some schools have banned these spinners from their classroom as they have become a distraction. For many years, teachers have allowed some students to use stress balls or small objects to fidget with at their seats. Some researchers have stated that these objects help students with anxiety or attention issues, but those same researchers are now saying that fidget spinners may actually have the opposite impact on students. Professionals in schools have said that these fidget spinners could actually distract the student using the spinner as well as the students around the student spinning. Most fidget spinners are bright, colorful, and some even light up. Some experts believe that the fidget spinners are causing students with anxiety to become more anxious and distracted. Teachers in schools are currently deciding how to handle the spinning craze in their schools and classrooms. Some teachers have stated that the spinners can be used as long as they are used correctly and they are not a distraction in the classroom, while other schools and classrooms have banned them from their rooms. Teachers have been using strategies to help students with anxiety and attention issues, such as allowing students to squeeze a stress ball, and this could be the best answer to the fidget spinner craze. What do you think about the spinning craze? Should fidget spinners be allowed in the classrooms? Are they helpful to those who need them most, or are they just a toy making students even more distracted? Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna write your persuasive paper, okay, on what you think. So up here, I've kind of got gone through this and kind of just to help you figure out how to fill, remember how to fill in this paper. So the first thing you're going to do when we write any paper is your introduction, okay? And she started you off with your opening sentence. I think our classroom needs or doesn't need fidget spinners. My reasons are, and you're going to come up with 3 reasons, okay? On mine is going to be doesn't need, and one of the ones that I chose to start with is distraction. And so I'm going to go ahead and go down here and show you what I did. You're going to have to come up with 3, but I got you started for 1. Main reason number 1, fidget spinners in the classroom cause distractions. And then I have 3 ideas. They make noise, can't concentrate, pay attention to them instead of work or teacher. So of course you would have to write these in sentences when you go and write your rough draft. But it just kind of gets you started, okay? Remember that if you're saying that the classroom needs or the classroom doesn't need, the 3 ideas have to follow along. So for instance, mine is going to be doesn't need them in the classroom. So I would have to come up with distraction and 2 more reasons not to have them in the classroom, okay? If you come up with that the teachers should allow them, then yours should be 3 needs and distraction wouldn't be one of them, okay? So then you would have to come up with why they are a good reason, 3 reasons, okay? Once you get all 3 of your reasons written, you need to come up with your details, and then you also need to write a conclusion. Remember, the conclusion brings in your 3 details that you wrote, okay? And it kind of just closes off your paper of why you feel that way. Then what Ms. Henderson's done is she has some, if you're showing support, she gave you some examples. To conclude or wrap up, you can use that in your summary. And then she's giving you plenty of paper for a rough draft, okay? And then you have your final one here in the back if you want to make any changes, okay? So that is your writing for the first week.